Good afternoon, everyone. This is Jarvis S. Scott with What's Happening in Birmingham. This afternoon, I have the distinct honor and pleasure of being with Mr. Heath Boackle, who is a supervisor with the Birmingham Police Department. Mr. Boackle, good afternoon. Thank you for coming and taking a few moments to kind of talk about an issue that everybody across the whole country is talking about, is school safety. Mr. Boackle, if you're elected as Sheriff for Jefferson County, what ideas or programs would you like to see implemented in our schools to make it safe?
So first off, let's go ahead and talk about metal detectors, because that seems to be what everyone's talking about. I think it's a great idea, but let's face it, they're very expensive. It's going to take time to get them installed. Who's going to monitor them? So we got a lot of questions there. So immediately, if I was elected as sheriff, the first thing we would do is implement a school resource program to make sure all schools have law enforcement coverage. And the way to do that immediately without completing your patrol is to put in reserve deputies who are APO certified to make sure that they can be in the schools for the time being until we can get the numbers up to recruit more officers to get in these schools on a full-time basis. So that's the first tier of it. The second part is informing teachers along with the principals, guidance counselors on when they see something to say something, when a child may be acting or rumors they may be hearing around the school, to make sure that they get the information to the law enforcement community, to make sure that they can follow up on it and be held accountable for the information that's being told to them, to make sure everyone at that school zone is treated safely. But the third part is to making sure the mental disorder students and students that may have a mental defect or have issues as it relates to their past, that may say some things and act out, if it's causing alarm, to make sure that the public and the students are aware, but to make sure that the situation is handled.
Okay, well, I know the elephant in the room everybody likes to ask when you always say about bringing on more school resource officers is who's going to pay for it, when whose budget is going to come out.
Right. And that's why I said the first tier would have to be utilizing the reserve deputy program. That's something that the sheriff's office has. Those are deputies that are in a reserve status. They should be holding an APO certification, which would put them into a role. And then we can even eventually look at maybe hiring retired law enforcement officers that just want to come in and work in the schools on a part-time basis.
Okay. Well, that's all the questions I had today. If anybody want to get in contact with your campaign, how can they reach you?
So you can go to www.boackleforsheriff.com or Committee to Elect Heath Boackle on Facebook.
Okay. Well, thank you, Mr. Boackle.
Thank you.
Good luck. God bless you.
Thank you, sir.
Future campaign. Yep. Also, if any candidates would like to take time to sit down for an interview, please feel free to contact me at 205-538-4508, 205-538-4508. Thank you all again. Have a great evening. Bye.